All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Nick here.
Gabe, the Night Watchman.
And we are excited to give another reaction to not the same trailer, a different trailer. This is called the release trailer for Salaar. This movie comes out in a few days. Telugu film, Humbal film. I'm not sure if I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry. I think, was this the one that was directed by the same guy from KGF?
Yeah.
Same director? Prashant Neel?
Yep.
So, this movie's coming out in a few days. They just released the release trailer last night. We're going to react to it right now. And we've been loving what we've seen so far, even though we were kind of confused on what the plot is.
A little confused about the plot. Again, holiday season. I always love when new films come out during the holiday season because we're off right now from school, so I have the time to go see it. So, a lot of buzz out there. Again, it also gives me an excuse to get out of the house during the holidays. Let's be honest. Raise your hand. I'm like, raise your hand. Raise your hand if you need an excuse to get out of the house when the holidays are. Have you ever seen that movie, Four Christmases, where they gotta go? It's exhausting. Yes. When you got a lot of family around and in town and holidays, it's exhausting. I'm like, sorry, babe, I got work. I got Nick. We gotta go watch. It'll happen right there.
Get me in trouble,
dude. It'll happen right during the prep or the cleanup part of the holiday party. I'm like, oh, babe, that's the day we got. Babe, I want what?
Oh, I forgot. There's a movie I'm going to right now.
We gotta go. We gotta go review this movie. Just get me out of the house.
First of all, good luck with that. Second of all, if you like our reaction, please don't forget to
like and subscribe.
And let's see if this gives us anything new, any more clarity. Again,
gratuitous violence.
Absolutely. Here we go. Oh,
that's new.
It's a big boy.
Oh, dude's getting poked, bro.
I'll go to one man.
Oh my. Oh yes. Dude, that was edited well there. That was very cut together, very slick. Oh! Man, leaking.
Okay, I know people are excited for this film, and rightfully so. But let me ask you a question. Isn't it kind of anticlimactic to call the first one ceasefire? Right? I mean...
Right. I see what you're saying. I was actually like part one. I hate when they tell you right away it's a part one because you know, okay, I'm not gonna get the full film
for 5-6 hours.
You know what I mean? Like same thing happened with the latest Mission Impossible, right?
Yep.
It was part 1, and they always just drop you at a cliffhanger. Like I didn't want.
But at least with Mission Impossible, that ending part of part 1, it was still exciting. It was action. You had some cool intrigue. It was a good place to end.
And now 2 years later, I'm still waiting. Same thing with Avengers Endgame, right? Thanos snaps, and then you cannot. No, it was the first one, Infinity War. He snaps or whatever, like, and now we had to wait 2 years to get the resolution. That kills me. This trailer, by the way, reminds me of that Infinity War trailer because it was cut masterfully to the point where she's like, whoa, 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 right after the he shoots up in the room or whatnot. Like, it was cut really well. December 22nd, super excited to check this out. Dude, again, some people, it's funny. Some people comments, oh, you know, some films these days are very violent or very, guys, let's talk about some of the films we watched back in the days. And I'm shocked some of those films got away with PG-13 or, you know, you had the dreaded NC 17 or whatever. Like some of those videos, I was like, how'd they get away with that? First of all, back in the day, everybody smoked in movies. Everybody. No, the little kids in the room, it didn't matter, man. Yeah, they might have, everyone smoked in movies or whatever. Nowadays, it's so hard to even see that. And I mean, real talk.
Yeah.
You know, language. Listen, they drop B-bombs and F-bombs. Like I said, okay, how many can we stay under in order for it to be PG-13? Like, honestly, I'm sure Bambi had one in there, right? I'm sure Bambi had one in there. But if you go, like, I watch these, has this happened to you? Where you're watching one of your favorite, like, holiday films or old school films, you're feeling nostalgic, and you want to watch it with your kids, and they make a very off-color joke or comment, and you're like, oh, gosh, I'm a bad parent. Let us know in the comments. So, for everybody that says, oh, these films are so violent and so inappropriate, and film hasn't always been that way, Hollywood has...
They're not paying attention anyways.
You know what I mean? Stop it. You know, like, trust me. If you think the stuff today is inappropriate, some of the stuff back in the day, you're like, how'd we get away with that? You know what I mean? Like, honestly, how'd you get away with that? Listen, there's some movies that came out that could not be made today. Tropic Thunder. Anyone? There's no way. And that's still one of my favorite movies.
That one, absolutely. But I'm still going back to the subtitle, ceasefire, because even if you end this first part with the ceasefire, okay, we'll recollect. I'm sure they're going to have some kind of war. You saw in the trailer right there, it showed them hugging a few times.
Right.
Is that before the big on war actually happens? I'm sure it's like, you know, they're still kind of friendly, and then they figure out what their roots are, this or that. It also showed Prithviraj playing the character of that Khanzar place, they said, in the Persian times.
Right.
Is he like some kind of mythological figure that just lasts the test of time, or it's just the same actor playing a different character? Like, I have a lot of questions.
That I could not.
It seems like there's a lot of world building. Again, I'm a huge fan of the color palette used for this. That's going to really add to something. I'm hoping Prabhas is able to give us something. I feel like in the trailers so far, I know it's kind of blasphemous because Prabhas is the main name right there. I feel like Prithviraj is kicking his butt so far, just in like the scenes that he has and kind of the presence he has.
I love that part. I love that.
They gave us that one line where it was kind of a joke line where he gets into the machine. He said, like, oh, I'll move it. Like, sometimes I don't need my action heroes to have those kind of lines. I want to be more, like, mysterious about it. And I don't know. So far, I think Prithviraj looks like a better character in this trailer. But I'm excited for the movie to see how it unfolds.
No, and I think that it's funny because we don't even know. We're assuming, right,
no idea, that
Prabhas is the hero. But here's the reality. Like they said, they were both friends, and then they became enemies or whatnot. So it could be one of those where let's look at it from the outside. Everybody, you know, every bad guy, every villain is a hero in their own story. So they might be, you know what I mean? Like give me some good some world building. Give me some good character building. One of the only complaints I have of Animal was that we had some great villains that they gave no background characters building to. And I know, Gabe, the movie was long enough as it is. Listen, give me another 15-20 minutes, at least, because all those guys had a legitimate beef to why they were doing what they were doing. You know what I'm saying?
And they decided to tell us about it instead of showing it.
Yes. So give those antagonists a good backstory. You know, I always root for the bad guys. Sweep the leg, Johnny. But you know what I mean? Like, give the bad guys have a story too. The antagonists have a story too, and it makes for better film when you give it to them.
He's still calling for the Hitler biopics. What to see if that happens.
Okay, some people are irredeemable.
Not the real villains? Okay. Let us know what you think about it. Are you excited for this film? Do you think it's going to be just like another dud? Do you think it's going to be a super huge hit? Let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
We know all things.